Edison Sookoo is a graduate of Naparima, a professional artist, and was a career teacher at the school. He was the principal in 1996 to 2002. This new classroom wing was constructed during his tenure, and we sat together in the completed building as he shared some of his thoughts on being principal. I asked him how Naparima could continue to excel.
How can Naparima continue to improve or excel? Well, that has been something that I've struggled with for my 7 years in office. Struggle in, not that it was an uphill climb, because in order to get that kind of focus on excellence, it involved working not as an individual, but working along with people. It involved working with parents. It involved working with the school community. It involved definitely working with teachers and, most importantly, heads of department and, of course, to the Ministry of Education. All of these entities do have a severe impact on the formation of the young man at Naparima College and in his personal development. And we need to keep on working with those inputs and having all parties responsible to each other and the student responsible to those parties as well. And I think the secret of the success there is the community bringing up the student. It might seem as an old adage, but we need to do that in the present light of a lot of changing values within the community that is evolving, in a country that is evolving very, very quickly. We have got lots of importations of everything, including other standards and other values. And in this we need to find out and treasure things that were intrinsically ours, whether they be Naparima things or things that are peculiar to Trinidad and Tobago or peculiar to our heritage and our past or our church and our religions, whatever groups they might be. But we need to draw on those positive qualities, focus on them, enhance them, and keep them treasured, because those begin the foundations of our building success.
As the senior administrator, how did you confront all these various
So what is required is for the principal of the school to be the eternal optimist, whether in his other life he's a realist or not. But that in the life of the main office, he must be an eternal optimist. And he's got to work along with people. He's got to network. He's got to have a grapevine going. He's got to have people who believe in a cause and champion a cause, whether they believe in the principle or not. And it means having people run with ideas and develop ideas alongside with the administrative position on things. It doesn't have to coincide entirely. But allowing people to develop, teachers as well as students and parents, and the Old Boys Association, has been really the main factor contributing to the success of Naparima College as an administrator. If I must sum it up, to me it was very important, not that they believe in the principle of Naparima College at all, but that we all believed in the principles of Naparima College.
Looking back over your tenure and your career as a long-term builder of Naparima, are there particular...
But luckily for me, it's been only 7 years, so I don't have too far to look back on the track record. But as a matter of fact, we did sit together, the old boys and I, and Alan, our old classmate from the old days in Montreal, sat with me and produced a prospectus for what I intended. It was my strategic plan for the development of Naparima College. And if one looks at that strategic plan, one can see where the achievement has been. Essentially, what I wanted to do was, one, make Naparima a household name across the country. And whereas I thought I could have done it, and the school could have done it through the academics, I was very disappointed when, in spite of our good performance and being the leading school for boys in the country at the O and A level, still people not taking us on. It was Mr. Roy Jagab Singh who pointed out that in a male-dominated school, what you needed was some side of sport, some kind of presence outside there in a male-dominated venture, and that turned out to be football. And then the focus on football took us, to national levels. And we are known across the United States now. So many of our students, over 30 of our students are on scholarships in the United States for football. But apart from that, what happened is that the school needed an expansion program. We needed a building, and I was able to see to it that the building was put down here, but not one that would encroach on the landscape of Naparima College that we treasure so dearly. So we still have preserved that vision of the sea and provided that kind of accommodation. I'd hoped, of course, to have had the gymnasium project on the way, but the circumstances of the day, the finance and the economy and so on, indicates that that'll probably have to be done at a further time. However, I have left, and I will have left, over $300,000 in the coffers to kick off that gymnasium project, together with the wonderful contribution that still is kept in Canada on my request until we are ready to use it. That money was raised by Alumni Association of Canada. We're very grateful for that. Apart from that, well, the business about forever obliterating the second-class quality attributed to the students who are in the modern studies over a period of some 27 years or something like that. The school is always strong in those areas, and somehow the focus on the sciences became of super importance. I was very adamant about bringing back the humanities, the tempering quality to the sciences, and I'm happy to see that we are again involved in drama at a competition level. And we have some students here who are performing music. In fact, just yesterday, one of our students cut a CD, and we had a launching of that CD. And to me, that has been a very memorable thing. Getting a staff to work together as well, and getting department heads to have kind of independence and contribute meaningfully to the development of the school, and guide the administration has also been another significant factor. Getting the student body back to the basics of the school uniform, deprived of all the other little addendas that they wish to attach, and keeping up pride in the colors of the school has also been very important to me. That might seem quite a simple thing, but they're the trademark of the school. The badge, the tie, the uniform, the way a student looks and presents himself outside there, the way he speaks, the way he handles himself, not so much his qualifications. Those are essentially what the Naparima man is about.